Welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to be opening up a couple of these new structure decks. The Blue Eyes is now meta again. But these things come with not only a beautiful structure deck that 3 of these is enough just to take the locals and win with, but they come with a guaranteed promo card. Could also pull a QCR. I'm hoping to pull one of those for you guys today. Without further ado, let's go ahead and open up one of these boxes and check the contents inside. So let's see. Ah, open from the bottom, I guess. Okay. So we have our promo card right here. And we have our Blue Eyes White Destiny structure deck. Look at that beautiful new XZ monster. We're going to go through these and see what they all are one by one. We have Indigo Eyes Silver Dragon. Takes 2 level 8 dragon monsters. Cannot attack directly unless this card has normal monsters as material. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is XYZ summoned, you can negate the effects of all face-up cards your opponent controls. Then you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 normal monster in your graveyard or banishment and special summon it. If you do, it gains 1,000 attack. So that right there boosts up a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then we have the Spirit with Eyes of Blue, a Link 1 monster that takes 1 level 4 or lower dragon or spellcaster monster. You cannot special summon except dragon monsters. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is Link summoned, you can take 1 Mausoleum of White from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You contribute this card, special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your hand or graveyard, but if you special summon an effect monster from your graveyard by this effect, it cannot attack and its effects are negated. We have the new Maiden of White. Let's see. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Place 1 True Light face up from your hand, deck, or graveyard. If you special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon while this card's in your graveyard, except during a damage step, you can special summon this card when a card or effect is activated that targets this card on the field, or when this card is targeted for an attack, quick effect, you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon or 1 level 1 Light Tuner from your graveyard. That's pretty awesome. Wishes for Eyes of Blue. Let's see. Discard 1 card, add 1 level 1 Light Tuner, and 1 spell trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand, except for itself. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon you control, equip 1 Blue Eyes monster from your extra deck to it as a quick spell card that gives a 400 attack. You can only use each effect once per turn. Here is the new Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Your opponent cannot banish cards from the graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. When a card or effect is activated on the field, quick effect, you can negate the activation. If you do, this card gains 1,000 attack. Let's see. Until the end of the turn, of course. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Light Dragon from your graveyard except for itself. The Neo Kaiser Seahorse, a retrain of the original Kaiser Seahorse. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target 1 Light Tuner you control, increase or decrease its level by 1. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can send 1 Blue Eyes monster or 1 monster that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck or to the graveyard, except for itself. Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Special summon in defense position, 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck or graveyard or banishment. But if you control no Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can only special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon with this effect. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except Dragon monsters. You can banish this card from the graveyard, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field, including the Blue Eyes monster. You can use 1 Roar of the Blue Eyes White Dragons once per turn. Majesty of the White Dragons. Show up to 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in your hand, face up, monster zone, and or graveyard. Then destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. You can banish this card from the graveyard, ritual summon 1 ritual monster from your hand by attributing Blue Eyes White Dragons from your hand or field whose total levels equal its level, and you can only use each effect once per turn. Then you got Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. Reveal Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it, but it cannot attack this turn. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Never thought I'd see a common Blue Eyes Jet. Other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. You can only activate these while Blue Eyes White Dragon is on the field or in the graveyard. If a card is destroyed by battle card effect, especially this card from the graveyard or from the field, at the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you can target one of your opponent's monsters and return it to the hand. Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. This card is normal special summon. You can add a polymerization or a ritual card from your deck to your hand. At the end of the turn, you can also add a ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Dragon Spirit of White. This gives you back row protect pop, and also quick effect. You can tribute this monster, special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Cannot be targeted by card effects, and if this card attacks a monster in defense, inflict double piercing damage. And then you got the baby Chaos Dragon. This one has the effect that you can change the battle position of your opponent's monsters and make its attack or defense 0. The White Stone Legend. This card is sent to the graveyard. Add 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand. This one has the ability that during the end phase, this card is sent to the graveyard. You can special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. And also you can banish this card from the graveyard and add a Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard to your hand. Sage with Eyes of Blue. You can target a monster on the field, send this to the graveyard and that monster, and you can special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. And also, if this card is normal summon, you can add a level 1 Light Tuner. And you come with 3 Sages. Master of the Eyes of Blue. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 level 1 Light Tuner in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can shuffle this card from your graveyard into the deck and target 1 effect monster you control. Send it to the graveyard. If you do, special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard. Dictator D. You can special summon this card by sending a Blue Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. And while it's on the field, you can send a Blue Eyes monster from your hand to the graveyard, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard, and when your opponent declares an attack, this card has the ability to redirect the attack wherever it wants to go. And that comes with 1, 2 Dictators of D. Nibiru the Primal Being. Everybody knows what Nibiru does. Your opponent normal special summons more than 5 or more times during the main phase. Quick effect, you can tribute all monsters on the field. Give them a token with the attack and defense of all the monsters that was tributed. And you can put it in attack or defense. And then this card is special summon in attack mode. Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. This one has the effect that when your opponent tries to add a card from deck to hand, special summon from deck, or send from deck to graveyard, you can negate it by discarding. Effect Veiler. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target 1 effect monster your opponent controls and negate its effects. And that comes with 2 Effect Veilers. Chaos Form. Obviously, this is used to bring up Blue Eyes Chaos Max or Chaos Dragon. Ultimate Fusion. This allows you to recycle your monsters as well as giving you the ability to destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of Blue Eyes monsters use as fusion material that are on the field. 1, 2 Ultimate Fusions. This one's discard 1 card from your hand, add up to 2 dragon monsters with a 3,000 attack or more, or 2,500 defense or less. That comes with 2 of those. Mausoleum of White. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 level 1 Light Tuner monster from in addition to your normal summoner set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control, send one normal monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. If you do, target monster gains attack and defense equal to that level of the monster was sent to the graveyard times 100. Until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add one Burst Stream of Destruction from your deck to your hand. And then there's Burst Stream of Destruction. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Blue Eyes White Dragon you control cannot attack the turn this card is activated. Trade in. Discard one level 8 monster, draw 2 cards. It comes with 2 of those. Called by the Grave. When your opponent tries to activate a card or effect in the graveyard, you can banish the monster and negate its effects as well as monsters on the field the same. True Light. Now, this card is a double-edged sword. I have to admit, I definitely don't care much for playing True Light, but if I am to build a structure deck version of this deck, I will more likely only play one True Light because it's all you really need, because it has the ability to special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand or graveyard, or set a spell and trap from your deck that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. Your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon in your monster's end with card effects. But the double-edged sword is if this card leaves the field, you destroy all monsters you control. Ultimate Creature of Destruction basically turns your Blue Eyes White Dragon into a protection monster. Can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. It's pretty dope. Destined Rivals. This is a Dark Magician and Blue Eyes card, actually. If you control Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls until the end of this turn. Infinite Impermanence. Another common structure deck, Infinite Impermanence. Obviously, target one face-up effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn, and if you control no cards, you can activate it from your hand. The OG Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon has the ability to attack multiple times up to the number of Blue Eyes fusion monsters you sent from your extra deck to the graveyard. Blue Eyes Twin Burst has the ability to attack twice, and if it attacks a monster that has a higher attack, you can banish that monster, and this card, I believe, cannot be destroyed by battle. Yep. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon has the ability to attack multiple times. It's unaffected by trap cards or effects of trap cards. And let's see. Once per turn, at the end of the damage step, if this card is battled, you can target one trap in your graveyard and set it. The original Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. This has the ability to, let's see, shut off graveyard effects, and then you can tag it out for another monster, which is usually a Zero-Eye Silver Dragon, but thanks to the new card, we are going to be bringing out the other card instead. Heretic Seal takes 2 dragon monsters to make, and that's the end of that. This has the ability to send us to the graveyard, send a monster from the field to the owner's hand, and then you can tag this out for another monster. I believe it's from your deck. From your hand or deck, but his attack and defense is 0. Okay. That's a pretty stacked deck just by itself. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and crack these beasts open and check the promos. Let's see, we got this. We're going to open them this way now. Now I know how they're coming out. I just realized there's no original name of the Eyes of Blue in this structure deck. would have been perfect to have one of those sitting on top of this nice Blue Eyes White Dragon playmat of mine. Okay, 6 structure decks opened. Let's see what we have. Our first promo card is Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon as a secret rare. That is shiny. Our next card is Wishes for Eyes of Blue secret rare. Nice. Then another Wishes for Eyes of Blue. Another Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. We have another Wishes for Eyes of Blue. Holy cow. Then finally we have Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Okay. Well, that's our promo pulls. 3 wishes and 3 spirits. Definitely consider picking these decks up. These are gnarly, and I definitely will be playing and seeing what I can build off of this, because I actually had a pre-built deck that I was waiting for this structure deck to come out just so I can have. So keep your eye out for that video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. And until the next time, I'll see you later.